The Falkland Islands has always been an isolated part of the world, with windy conditions making staying connected with others around the globe a tough task. But with the introduction of new technology, options for the community are now increasing, bringing the islands on a par with many other areas.
One of those forms of technology is Very Small Aperture Terminal, or VSAT, which provides services to areas where terrestrial networks are not as easily available. Somewhere like the Falklands then. And Starlink is one of those VSAT service providers, with their technology now providing people here with high-speed internet from the 3rd of November, when licences began being issued again. They are offering 2 packages for Falklanders, a residential and a residential light, costing £75 and £70 per month respectively. The take-up has been significant, with around 200 licences being approved within the first 24 hours.
We've got a website where people can apply. It's vsat.gov.fk. When they go onto that website, they can make an account, and there might be a short wait while the account is verified by myself or another administrator. And then it's very simple. People just input their Starlink kit number, and then you simply pay for your licence.
But the key thing included in the licence is that it is for personal use only, meaning that hotels, restaurants and other businesses will be able to use the service for their own staff, but not for third parties. This is included because personal use is deemed outside of Shore's current exclusivity agreement.
It doesn't mean that hotels and restaurants aren't able to provide internet to their customers. They are able to do that, but they're only able to do that through Shore. So I would encourage the tourism industry, service industry, all the restaurants and hotels and lodges to get in touch with Shore, who I know will be keen to hear from them, to see if they can, have a package that works for them and their customers' needs.
There is also the matter of enforcement. For the first month of issuing licences, the communications regulator will not be checking if each individual VSAT kit used in the Falklands has been licensed, but from the start of December, there will be checks and penalties if an unlicensed Starlink kit is found to be used.
If people are consistently not compliant in terms of repeated breaches of the terms and conditions of their licence, or if a person or a business was to continue not to get a licence even though they are using services from Starlink, then we would look to pursue enforcement action in terms of penalties or licence withdrawals.
But this is only half of the current telecoms picture here in the Falklands. The other side regards Shore, who have been in talks with the government during the last few months over developments in the telecoms picture. The agreement reached not only ensures the threat of legal action by Shore over the new VSAT licences has been dropped, but also that the choice the government wants people to have with regards to internet services is there.
There was still a need for the universal telecoms provision that Shore provides, and things like mobile services, emergency contact, all those kind of bits that are not necessarily to do with broadband, as well as a group of people who didn't necessarily want a VSAT provider and they wanted to retain their existing Shore packages.
With the recognition that VSAT licences could see customers leave Shore, FIG have agreed to pay them up to just over £6.1 million during the next 2 years until their current contract expires. That won't be all the revenue they could lose, but a proportion of it, with Shore needing to demonstrate losses incurred compared to before Starlink arrived. To entice customers to stay with them, Shore will introduce 2 new unlimited packages, priced at either £50 or £115 per month, exclusive of line rental. They will also phase out the small and extra small packages currently available by the end of January. For those unable to afford this, FIG will subsidise their monthly fee through a new broadband support scheme.
The idea of that is it's a form of social tariff, and it will be available to people who meet certain eligibility criteria to do with means-tested benefits and not having a VSAT licence. So basically those for whom the financial affordability of the new minimum Shore package, £50 a month, is a challenge or is unachievable. And the reason that that was authorised was so that no member of the community is not able to access broadband because of financial concerns.
The government hope that providing this support will enable everyone in the Falklands to access internet at a price and standard that suits them, with choice being the emphasised word. They encourage anyone with concerns or questions to contact them, either through the Department of Commercial Services or the Communications Regulator.